In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about 12 raw money truths that school will never, ever, ever teach you, and you will not learn it in your next class. I promise you, especially if you're a student, it will not happen. You will not get these. Let's jump straight to the video. Number one, your job will not make you rich. Straight up. A job gives you stability, not wealth. It pays bills, but caps your freedom. True wealth comes from ownership, investments, or building systems that pay you when you're not working. Your teacher cannot tell you that because they haven't done it for themselves. A lot of times you have business professors that never ran businesses. You have economic professors that don't know anything about creating wealth, right? Which is why we're in a multi-trillion-dollar country and in multi-trillion-dollar debt, right? And yeah, some of it's good debt, some of it's bad debt, but overall, obviously our economy is trash. Which, why would you think that the people who are in debt are employing the people who are teaching you? Make it make sense, right? Number two, time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money, but you'll never get back time. Simple as that. Wealthy people spend money to buy back hours, while most people trade hours for dollars. Hint, you're a professor, you're a teacher, right? If they were wealthy, they probably wouldn't be there because they understand that their time is money. And there's a better way to compound teaching than literally sitting in a classroom. They could literally be doing what I'm doing right now. This compounds better than being a teacher, right? If it was about money and about actually teaching and about like that love for teaching people, they would do it a different way, right? But they don't understand. Most people don't understand. Most teachers don't understand how to actually create wealth with leverage that gives them back their time, right? Number three, inflation quietly steals from you. Leaving money in a savings account guarantees you're losing buying power each year. Assets protect you. Cash sitting still shrinks. Your class will never tell you that. Why? I don't freaking know. It's just kind of a part of the system at this point. Inflation will steal from you if you just leave it sitting. Inflation is only going to increase from here. It's not going to go down. Just literally look back at history. 100 years ago, where was inflation then versus now? It's going to go up. So I know your teacher, your job, wherever is telling you to just put money in your bank, put money in your 401k, put money here in Social Security. Don't do it. It's stupid at this point, and you should know better, right? Number four, debt is a tool, not the enemy. School paints debt as bad. The truth, bad debt, credit cards, lifestyle loans, cars, depreciating liabilities, right? Trap you. Good debt, business loans, real estate leverage can multiply your wealth. There is a huge difference between good debt and bad debt, right? If you don't have the money to pay it back, one, it's already a bad debt. However, if you go and you how do I say, you go and loan and put something and get a loan out for something. Sorry, I can't even talk today. You get a loan out for something that's literally only going to depreciate, then it's just stupid. It's like a car, right? If you can't afford a Lamborghini and over time, it's not going to appreciate unless it's like a one-of-one or, you know, a collector's edition or a limited edition type of Lamborghini. Chances are it's going to depreciate. And so you going and taking out a loan to pay for that Lamborghini doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, because if it was anything else, you probably wouldn't do it, right? It's just your emotions getting the best of you, right? Number five, money doesn't change you, it exposes you, which is why people think money is bad. It's not bad. It's only bad because the person that has it isn't necessarily the best person. The person that is a good person would do better with money, right? If you're irresponsible when you're broke, you'll be reckless when you're rich. If you're disciplined when you're broke, you'll be powerful when you're rich. Money magnifies habits and character. What are you doing right now with your money? I don't say while you're broke because I don't know who you are. What are you doing with your money right now? that determines what you'll do when you actually make more money, right? And if you're not doing well with your money, why should God trust you with more money? Number 6, taxes punish earned income. The highest taxes are on employees. Crazy as it sounds. Wealthy people structure income through investments, businesses, and assets, which are taxed lower or come with deductions because they know how to write off their crap. Number 7, school trains you to be a worker, not an owner. Facts. The system was built to produce employees, not creators. That's why it never teaches financial independence, investing, or leadership, because ownership is the only real path to wealth. It's the only real path to wealth. You cannot work a job to wealth. It literally contradicts itself. Just like you can't do the opposite either, right? Number 8, wealth is more about habits than high income. Plenty of six-figure earners are broke because they overspend. Wealthy people stay rich because they master habits like saving, investing, and discipline and systems, not just earning. The amount of money you make doesn't make you wealthy or not wealthy. You can make $10 million, but if you're spending $9,990,000 of it, you're just as broke as the guy making $20,000 a year with low expenses. You're just at a higher level of broke, right? So the amount of money doesn't matter. There's millionaires who are spending more money than they're making. They might be making $5 million a year, but they have a $20 million house. And then they have a $300,000 car, 2 of them because they have a spouse. And then they have 4 kids, and then they have, you see where I'm going? And then things start to add up and add up and add up. And you're looking at the bills on all these different things every single month. And then they lose their job, or they don't have their business goes out of business because they haven't created other assets for whatever reason, right? But you see this happen all the time. Wealth is more about habits than high income, right? Number 9, assets buy freedom, liabilities steal it. Cars, gadgets, and luxury items drain you. Assets, real estate, businesses, and intellectual property put money back into your pocket. Freedom comes from assets, not toys. Assets over toys. Toys are awesome, but assets should pay for the toys, right? Number 10, money flows toward value, not hard work. Hard work does not make you more money. It doesn't. Hard work does not make you more money. The ditch diggers work harder than anesthesiologists. Anesthesiologists make 10 times more than a ditch digger makes. You see what I'm saying? It's different work. One is more skilled and one is more specialist. But obviously, standing outside in 100-degree weather in Texas, digging ditches is harder than putting a shot into a person. One requires a lot of skill, one requires a lot of work. One pays extremely well, one is kind of right? Based on perspective. School teaches you to work hard. In reality, money goes to people who create solutions, systems, or leverage, not just sweat. A janitor can work harder than a CEO, but the CEO creates more value. Simple as that. Number 11, your network is worth more than your degree, especially in 2025 when degrees don't do anything. I literally, like I said, I worked in recruiting for 10 years. I've hired people and literally having a degree is cool, but having a degree in 2025 is like graduating from high school. It literally makes you no more money than you would have had before. I've literally hired people at $17 an hour with master's degrees, right? It literally does not do anything because so many people have it, and every position, every company wants to pay the least amount of money for the best person for the job. That's how it works. There's not unlimited money at these jobs waiting to hire you. These people have bills too, and the less money they can pay you, the more profit they make for themselves. And so therefore, they want to pay the least amount of money for the best person for the job. They don't want to pay the best person for the job because the best person wants the most money. And you don't want to pay the worst person for the job more money because they're the worst person. So they want the best person for the least amount of money. How much money can they talk you down, right? You don't get paid for what you're worth. You get paid for what the job is worth or the task is worth. School sells credentials, but doors open faster through relationships. than they do through diplomas. Who you know and who knows you often matters more than what you know, right? Number 12, financial freedom equals choices, not stuff. The goal isn't to own the most cars, houses, or brands. Real freedom is waking up and doing what you want with whom you want on your own terms. And that's what money really buys. And that's why you'll never learn in school, because the person teaching you at school literally can't do what I just said, or else they wouldn't be doing it. That's why they hate their life. Not their life. That's why they hate their job. I'm gonna have to get that part out. Whatever. But anyway, those are 12 raw money truths that school will never teach you. I hope this video helps. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.